Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving,
Clearly,
clearly. Siri, what are you drinking today?
I am drinking a nice, crisp Diet Coke from Allison's fridge.
Welcome.
Yep.
Beautiful. I'm also drinking a Diet Coke from Target. Um,
Well, yours has something on it,
it's one of because they're doing
like the share a Coke with.
and it says bruh. Share a Coke with your bruh. And when
Ugh.
I checked out, the lady who rang me up was older. Like not old, but like
Yeah,
a boomer.
like probably was named Lori. That's Thunder.
Probably. I think that was thunder. I didn't know it was supposed to rain today until my phone said rain starting in your area
I
in
didn't know it
10
was supposed to rain
minutes.
today until I was driving, and then raindrops fell on my car that I just got washed on Sunday.
Of course.
hmm
Yeah.
Anyway, so lady
Oh
checking you
yeah,
out.
she saw it and she was like, "Is it a different flavor?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so." I was like, "I think it's just a marketing thing." And she was like, "Oh, they'll do anything to get people to buy things." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah."
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, that's not why I bought this, but I do think it's interesting that that resurfaced like 8 whole years after.
The initial.
Yeah. And now it's like generic things so that nobody can get mad that they can't find their name on a Coke bottle.
Although there are ones with names. I saw a TikTok that was just like when you just want a Coke, but then you remember you have a girlfriend, and for some reason all of the Cokes in the fridge have girls' names on it, and they're not the guy's like girlfriend's name. So he's like, oh, and so then he goes and grabs a Sprite instead.
So that marketing backfired.
So funny. It's like Savannah. Nope, it's not her name.
Lately, I've only seen the ones that are like share a Coke with your bruh, with
Yeah,
sis, with dude.
homie,
Yes,
friend.
I've gotten homie on set before and I've been like,
It's like
mm-mm,
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I don't.
I'm sorry. Like Diet Coke is like a very white people
Yeah, white girls
beverage.
specifically.
And like for a white girl to hold a can that says homie on it just feels
For me to hold this bottle that says bruh. And not bro,
bruh,
bruh.
bruh,
BRUH is what this bottle says.
bruh.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's
it's
yeah,
odd.
very Gen Alpha.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, maybe that's what it is. They're trying to get the youths to drink it.
To drink Diet Coke. Oh, well. My children all see me crack open a Diet Coke every day. Did you have your Diet Coke today, miss? Yes, I did. I did indeed. I might need a second one. Ooh, yep.
Hmm.
It's a conversation.
I believe it.
hmm
Yeah. Speaking of children, how are the youths?
The youths are tired of school, as am I.
Yeah. Me
So,
too, honestly.
yeah, I'm ready for summer break. I still have another week. It's fine.
You can do it, Brucey.
Yeah, we're in the home stretch. In the home stretch. Ray la la. Ray la la. Oh, so
Lila's
nice.
like every single day is summer vacation for me.
Yes. She says, I am a dog.
She says I am an unemployed baby.
It must be nice. I think Lila does live a very, very nice life.
I would love to wake up as Lila one day.
Indeed.
All the cute little outfits she could possibly ever want.
Mhm.
A bin full of toys she ignores,
A giant bed to lay on.
which she does do that.
Yep.
Lots of pillows that she
Yes.
likes to hop on. Her biggest struggle is jumping on the couch.
Yeah, but she does pretty well now.
Yeah.
Don't lick my face, please, and thank you.
And like all she wants is to be held.
Yes. Lila, unfortunately, did not make it with me to Wienerfest on Saturday.
No.
I did see, oh, so I went to Wienerfest on Saturday. SoCal Wienerfest. It's a Wiener Dog festival. I have always wanted to go since
Literally
it
as
started.
long as I've known you.
And just for some reason, the one day it happens, I always end up having something. And like last year, it was that I had signed up to volunteer to help at a dance recital.
Mhm.
And like that was just really important to me to do that. And so this year, I like double, triple checked. I even accidentally like booked Panini's grooming appointment for that day. And I was like, wait a minute. I went in and I was like, we need to change her grooming appointment because I have to go to Wienerfest. And the excuse can't be that she has a grooming appointment. That's ridiculous. Um, and then again, the recital was the same day, and I was like, can't do it, can't help because I gotta go to Wienerfest. Um, and I will say, like, I have not been in the most uplifted of spirits, and I have not been in the most 100% peak of physical feelings. It's just, it has not been the vibe, but I went. The dogs went, we had the wagon, we saw the Bean Goods booth, and I was just very much like, we just need to go, absorb.
Hmm.
I don't want to do everything, and I don't want to have a plan because I don't want to feel like I have to do X number of things. Um, so it was pretty fun. We didn't see a lot of the booths, um, which was kind of sad, but it was just really hard to navigate. It was a very, very busy event. Like this was probably one of their biggest years of
Yeah.
SoCal Wienerfest. I think the event has just really exploded. There's this person named Unibugs, and she has the weens. She has 8 wiener dogs. Um,
She's on
She's
TikTok.
on TikTok, she's on Instagram, and I love her content, but she's gotten pretty famous. And so she was doing a meet and greet at this year's Wienerfest and launching a brand new harness with Sassy Woof with her dogs on it. And she does have like a toy line with her dogs.
Hmm.
So I think that was a draw for sure.
Yes.
And she brought 2 of her dogs this year, Meatball and Einstein.
I love
I
Einstein.
know. I saw them like from a distance-ish. And Kevin was totally like, we can go wait in that line for the meet and greet. And I was like, we're not waiting in line for the
Yeah,
meet and greet. Like I'm sure there will be another opportunity at another time for this to happen when I am feeling a
eventually.
little bit more like a human. Um,
Yeah, I will say all of her videos that she posted, I like scoured them mainly looking for Kevin pulling that bright pink
oh my
wagon.
gosh, I know. I keep on every time a video pops up from SoCal Wienerfest, I watch it because I'm like, I need to find the wagon. Like you think you would find,
This bright pink
yeah.
wagon.
Because yeah, Kevin pulled the wagon with the dogs in it the whole day. I mean, Mocha didn't like being in the wagon, so she was walking most of it, but Panini was thriving in the wagon. And at one point I was trying to make her walk, and she hopped her little self into the wagon.
Amazing. Living
Yeah.
her best passenger princess life.
But what's really funny too is I'm such like I like taking videos and pictures and like making content later. I did not do that at this
Yeah.
event. It was just more I wanted to be there. We got food. There were food trucks, and we waited in line for a very long time for birria tacos, and he got birria ramen, and it was so good
Nice.
and necessary. So that was great. I brought Diet Coke, so we were set there. We brought waters, so
Good.
we were good. Um, so that was nice. But then it's the dog beach, right? So it's Huntington Beach. There's the dog beach right there. So the festival was just like to the south-ish of the dog beach. So we went to the dog beach because Kevin's like, we're this close to the water. We have to go touch it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So both Mocha and Panini have been in the ocean now. Panini had never been on sand before, I don't think. I don't think I ever brought her to like a sandy beach in Minnesota like I did with
Her
Mocha.
Panini's reaction to going into the water was really funny.
Oh my gosh, because she just like froze and she was like, what is this? And then she was rolling around in the sand. It was great.
The video that you showed me, she's like barely in the water, and then the tide comes in and she freaks out
Yeah.
and like runs.
Yeah, she was not super into it. So Kevin and I were like standing more in the water, and the dogs like went to the very edge and just sat and stared at us like you two are crazy. But that was probably my favorite part of the day.
Good.
Just like running around in the water with the dogs.
Good.
I didn't buy. I got a new hat from Bean Goods. It's the pink baseball hat they have, and I was very excited.
Good.
And it fits perfect.
Good.
Mhm.
This is exciting.
Yes. Yeah, no, I was not feeling good, but it was fine. We rallied. We made it through. I kept on joking to Kevin that he was carrying the weight of the family.
Well,
I mean, he literally was
physically, yes.
physically all in that way.
Hauling around 20 pounds of sausage dog.
Yeah, yeah. Happily,
Yeah,
happily, I will add,
dragging that wagon through the sand.
through the sand. Yep, no complaints.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And later he was like, "Man, I'm so tired." I'm like, "That's weird."
Weird. This morning I was sitting on set and I was like, why am I so tired and cranky? And then I checked my sleep app and I got like 4 hours of sleep, woke up twice, zero deep
Yeah, no
sleep.
deep sleep for you. Yeah. You're like, "Oh,
It's like, well, two
now
plus
we
two
know."
does equal four sometimes.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday, I did not leave the house. I had planned to go on a kombucha run and stock up for the week. I did not do that. I think the only productive thing I did, I vacuumed. I think that was it.
All right.
Yeah. Um, then my roommate and I watched two movies that night, so that was fun.
Mm,
We watched Something Borrowed,
cute.
and then we watched The Other Woman,
Interesting.
the one with Leslie Mann.
I don't know if I've actually seen that one.
That shocks me. It's Leslie Mann, Cameron Diaz, and Kate Upton.
I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen
Bankers.
anything that Kate Upton is in.
Okay, well, I don't think she's in a lot because
No, she's not really.
she started as a model.
Yeah.
She's literally in this movie just because of how pretty she is. Like that's her whole character is that she's stupidly pretty.
Maybe I have seen it, but it was probably one of those like,
Okay,
I don't know.
I loved
I
it.
can't think of any plot line.
It's Leslie Mann. They're all basically dating Leslie Mann's husband, and then they find out about it, and so they team up to take him down,
I
and
don't
then
think I've
they
seen that.
become best friends.
Nope, haven't seen that one.
It's great.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I love Leslie Mann.
Hmm.
I love pretty much everything she does.
Yes.
And in this movie specifically, she is entirely exclusively wearing head to toe Kate Spade.
Hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
so that's
very aesthetically
very
pleasing.
aesthetic.
Yeah, and very her because it's like really loud colors. And there's a scene where so she finds out about Cameron Diaz first, and neither of them knew he was married, so they're not really mistresses, like not intentionally.
Yeah.
Um, But she finds out about Cameron Diaz first, and so Cameron Diaz like takes her to a bar because she starts having like a panic attack, and Cameron Diaz is like, "You are embarrassing me." So she takes her to a bar, buys her a drink, and they're just like talking. And Cameron Diaz is basically trying to just extricate herself from this situation, and Leslie Mann is having a Leslie Mann style ridiculous meltdown.
Hmm.
And at one point, it just cuts to this wide shot, and it's like a business bar. So everyone is in a suit. It's all entirely black and Leslie Mann is in this bright neon yellow cardigan. And it's just like, yes.
Works costuming.
Uh-huh. Her sister is a costume
Huh.
designer. She did Wine Country. She did
Oh.
my costume. I heard her talk before I saw her.
And you knew,
They sound exactly the
because she
same.
does have a very distinctive,
They
yeah.
sound exactly the same. I've been obsessed with Leslie Mann my entire life. I would like to be adopted by the Apatow family, please. If I could be in one of their weird little family movies, I would do that for free. Um, but yeah, my fitting for wine country, my first big job after I moved to LA, and I'm just sitting there waiting, like I've been shown to my little cubicle. I'm just waiting for someone to come measure me, and then I hear what sounds like Leslie Mann, and I say, she's not in this movie. And then this woman walks in who looks almost exactly like Leslie Mann, but slightly different. And so she's taking my measurements and she's talking to me, and then she's like, all right, I'm gonna go pull some stuff. And I was like, okay. And I just am sitting there and I'm like, that's not Leslie Mann. Her sister is Kristen Mann, and she is a wardrobe designer. She was on Parks and Rec with Amy, which is, I
Oh
think,
my gosh.
because Amy
Oh
carries a
yeah.
lot of the same.
Peeps. Yeah.
Hmm Anyway, so
I like
I've
that.
met Leslie Mann's sister.
I like that trivia. Cool.
Anyway,
Yeah, love that. Yeah, so you were up late Saturday, which is so funny
yeah,
because um
you were not.
no, I was not. I had a person that was dead set on making sure I was rested because I've always been so tired when I go and hang out with Alice.
Yeah, we Sundays are my day in the custody agreement. Um, so we typically go to Disney on Sundays, and we usually go earlier because it's
Yeah.
not hot, it's not busy. We get better pictures. And the past month's worth, probably, Siri has fallen asleep in my car quite frequently.
It's been an exhausting time.
And so it's just funny because you were great Sunday. You were,
I was awake.
yeah, you were there. I was really tired, but I was fine.
Yeah,
I didn't fall asleep in the car.
that would have been bad because you were driving.
Yeah. Sunday, we went to Three Sisters and got my strawberry matcha and your weird banana latte.
I love it, okay?
I'm never
Oh,
gonna not judge it.
hello, Ren. I just felt his little paw. Hi.
And then we went to a special invitation only event at American Girl, where we also took no content.
Yep.
Um,
Like literally none. I took a single photo of our little tickets.
yeah, I took a photo of a display that reminded me and Lila, and that was it.
You did great. You did so good.
But we ate. We left very full, which is great. Um, and then we went to Disney after that event.
It was very hot at Disney.
It was, yeah, I think it was like 84 degrees, which like isn't that hot, but it was
It was
humid.
humid. That was the part.
The air was so thick. So we got our 10,000 steps in
We did.
and we walked around. Um, we had pickles.
I was very excited about my pickle.
Same. We have this theory, which I'm pretty sure it's just a fact,
Hmm.
um, that pickles at Disney are life-saving.
Hmm.
They're infused with Disney Tinkerbell pixie dust magic. Um, so when it's really hot outside and you feel like you're dying, you eat a pickle and then you're just better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that.
And it's the hydration and the salt, but yeah.
Yeah. I like Disney Tinkerbell pixie dust magic.
Yes. I added tahini to mine and it was so good.
Yeah. I'll probably try that next time.
It was a good choice.
Yeah. But when we left Disney, we went to Sonic. Two Sonics actually, because the Sonic we normally go to was having technical difficulties, so we went to a different one.
It was really rude of them.
Yeah. Um, and then that Sonic was very slow.
Hmm.
Um, the anti-Sonic, if you will. But
But it was good.
it was good. We got our drinks and snackage. And then we were driving back and we were hitting traffic and we said, you know what we haven't done in a while? The Citadel Outlet Mall.
So we went to the Citadel Outlet Mall
Yeah,
as a traffic break.
yep. Where I spent approximately $16.
I think I spent 40.
We did really well.
Yes. I bought two dresses and a bathing suit.
Yeah, that was a really good deal on that bathing suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Aerie outlet had just like an entire room just stocked, or they were like bottoms $10, dresses $10, tops $5, and we were like, okay,
Yeah. I
yeah.
was like, let's see what we need in here.
And you know, we did find things.
Yep. That's where I got my bathing suit. $5 top and bottoms.
And
So
it's cute.
hmm
It's really cute.
I tried it on. I think it's fine.
Good.
Mhm.
And then we got in the car and we came home.
Yep. And after that, I went and got a car wash, which was just so nice because that was 2 days ago and now it just rained on it. So that's
Yeah.
my life.
I pretty immediately got in the shower and was in bed approximately 20 minutes after you left.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, and then Sunday night, I got an email from my agent and she was like, hey, here's this audition. Can you have it in tomorrow? And I said, mm-hmm. And so luckily I didn't have to work Monday, which was yesterday. So I spent literally all day memorizing this audition because it was only 3 pages, but it like 2.5 pages was just a monologue.
Ugh.
And so there was only like half a page of actual dialogue, and then the rest of it was just me. Um, so anyway, and then I waited until my roommate got home last night to film it. We filmed it at about 9 p.m., which is why I was so tired today because I had to wake up at 5.
Yeah.
So, but we got it done.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Lila is having a great time. Lila loves podcasting.
Yeah, she gets to sit with us and it's great.
Hmm.
Oh, yesterday, I woke up with horrifically puffy, itchy, um, eyes. Like my eyelids were swollen
Oh,
and red. And it was bad and they were so itchy. So I think since I've been having to have the air conditioner on all the time and I keep on saying it's a wall unit and then people have a different vision in their head. It's a window unit in the wall.
yeah.
Okay? So I call it a wall unit, but it's a window unit, but in a wall. Like if you've been in an older Los Angeles apartment, you know exactly the vibe. It's not like anything fancy. It's not central air. It is literally one of those little box window units, but they just have it installed in the wall.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I have. But the thing with that is, since it is like connected to the outside world, it's also like I think it pulls allergens in from outside because it's that circulation, right? And there has to be something that's blooming, and then just like the dryness and like whatever is happening and like sleeping. Um, I keep waking up with like horrifically puffy eyes. So yesterday it was so bad. And so I like washed my face and I like coated my eyelids and like around my eye with Aquaphor just like to try to make it not itch. And I was like, this should be okay. So long as it doesn't get in the eye, whatever. Like I like dabbed it on so delicately, changing like whatever. Um, but then it was like my eyes then looked kind of like it was funny. Someone was like, "Have you been crying?" Because it was
Oh, shiny.
shiny, and I'm like, "No, I just have Aquaphor all over my eyes, and I'm not wearing any makeup." And I'm like, "Sorry, I look like hell today. Like my eyes are so puffy, and I'm miserable." So I ordered an air purifier because here's the thing. I tell people like, "Oh, I think the problem is the air conditioner pulling in allergens or whatever," and then like immediately people are like, "Oh, well, why don't you get an air purifier?" And I'm like, what a delightful suggestion, since those are only like 95 fucking dollars, which I just happen to have casually at the ready all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always like, why don't you get an air purifier? I'm like, gee, what a thought. Have I ever told you I'm a teacher? Anyway, so I used PayPal. I coughed fake money
Hmm.
yesterday and ordered one. So
Nice.
it'll work out later.
Great.
Um, but I was like, I need this. And then I bought more allergy meds. So now I'm doubling up on allergy med doses. So it's like I'm doing one pill in the morning and one before I go to bed. So having the one before bed and then having the air purifier, I woke up today and I was okay. So we're going to hope that this has solved the problem and that this $95 on this air purifier was a great investment in my health and well-being.
Fingers crossed.
Nice thing is that it's a smart one. And it uses an app that I already have downloaded because it's the same app that another one of my smart devices uses.
Good.
Yeah, it did help. There's a little
That's good.
nightlight on it too.
Oh, cute.
I think it's the same brand as the one you have, actually. Whatever.
Yeah, I like the one I have. It helped a lot during the fires.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. And I can sign up for like automatic filter
Mm.
replacement, so I might do that. I was just too lazy to set that up last night.
Yeah. Yeah. I just take the filter out and shake it out and call it good. Listen, you're a teacher. I'm an actor. We're thriving, okay? We are the queens of falling on a budget.
Yeah, this jacket was Allison's. This dress was $20.
Hmm.
My mom paid for the shoes I'm wearing. And the socks I'm wearing I got for free at a dance competition. They're just black. They say the dance competition on them.
Okay.
They were in a little teacher kit we got one time.
Cute.
I even got a baseball hat. Haven't ever worn the baseball hat, but you know,
Yeah.
I need to
Um,
go through my baseball hats and get rid of some of those too, but
yeah. Well,
whatever.
we got a lot of clothes to get rid of.
Yeah, Allison's living room is halfway taken over by bags of my clothing.
I don't know how many, but there's I'm gonna guess like 8 kitchen-sized garbage bags in my living room.
There's a lot happening. Yeah, because I finally started going through my clothes. And I've been pretty
Hmm.
what's the word?
Brutal.
Brutal. Yeah, I've been pretty
Yeah.
brutal in my getting rid of things.
Sometimes you have to be.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I start on a going through project, not even my closet, but like things in general, I will have like a little talk with myself and be like, listen, Allison, space is limited.
Hmm.
You gotta make some hard choices.
Yeah. I've been pretty brutal lately because I'm like, there's so much stuff that I've just like kept. And I'm like, I never wear this and I never would grab for it. Like, why am I
Yeah.
hanging on to this? And it's different if it's like super, super sentimental, but I don't have a lot of things
Yeah.
like that when it's like, oh, I just wanted this because it said D23 Expo. Okay, I don't actually need this. Like, we can go to the next D23 Expo and I can get a different shirt next time.
Yeah. Yeah. I have my little hard side carry-on is full of PJs that I'm taking to my mom.
Mm.
But then I also put a few things that I don't want to get rid of, but like also I don't wear.
Hmm.
So I'm like that can go be in my closet at her house. Like the
Yes.
dress I wore when I graduated college, I'm like I'm not gonna wear that. It doesn't fit me anymore and it's old.
I
So
wore the dress that I wore when I graduated college to work on Thursday.
nice.
Yeah, little pink Hollister floral thing.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Every once in a while, you just gotta hang on to things. You just never know.
Yeah.
But within reason here.
Yes. I literally like a like two falls ago. It's like a year and a half ago. Like literally 6 months before I started my weight loss journey. I went through all of my clothes and I got rid of everything that didn't fit me at that time because I was like, this isn't good for my mental health, which at the time was true. It was making me
Yeah.
really sad to like try to get dressed in the morning because nothing fit me for a different reason.
Hmm.
Um, and I was like, this isn't good for me. I'm not wearing any of this. I told myself I had to be brutal. So I went through, I got rid of literally
Say
everything.
so much. Yeah.
And now, well, now most of that stuff probably wouldn't fit me in a different way, but
Yeah. Still.
yeah, stay up on your blood work, folks. It's amazing what hormones can do to you. Anyway,
Yeah.
Lila, I think, has lost a little bit of weight too, because her little outfit that she's wearing today is what she got when we had our sports night.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like big on her. That's why I thought it was new.
so Lila, I got for her a custom-made sports jersey because Lila participates in outfit days, and it has her name on it, and then it has her number on it. Her number is 13 for our Lord and Savior Taylor Swift. And I ordered it according to her measurements. Bless you. Blessed again. 3 times. Hallelujah.
Oh,
Anyway, I ordered it according to her measurements at the time, and it came and it was too big on her at the time. That's why I like stitchied this so that she wouldn't trip on it. But I feel like it's bigger than it was,
yeah.
which is fine.
Look at you, Lila.
Are you a skinny legend?
That is plain. That's very cute. I poked your belly.
When I walked in from work this afternoon, I literally sat my stuff in this chair and I was gonna go straight to the bathroom. And Ren saw me. He did watch me put my stuff down, and then I turned
And
and
you
he
launch.
launched, and I went, "Ah!"
Yeah.
And I did catch him, but at least he waited for me to put my stuff down. I think
He's trying to learn, maybe.
he's figuring out that arms need to be available when he does this. Otherwise, he falls.
This cat is so funny.
Yeah. So I held him for a couple minutes and then I proceeded on my way to the bathroom. Then that cat tried to follow me in and he opened the door and then he wanted to sit in my lap while I was pooping. I was
Oh.
like, buddy, we're not close like that.
Yeah, he tried to follow me into the bathroom. I closed the door. He waited for me outside. It was cute.
Maybe he learned his lesson.
Well, let's hope so. I really would have not needed him in the bathroom when I was in there
Yeah,
for
no.
a different reason, but
Yeah. It's not polite.
no, like get out of here.
If people close the bathroom door, you don't try to open it while they're in there.
Yeah, mocha. Just kidding.
I've been getting this TikTok, and it's the same TikTok, probably from different creators with different dogs, but it's like, "Welcome to the restroom. A cavalier will be with you shortly." And then like
The dog.
a little
Yeah.
spaniel will walk in and sit, and I'm like,
Yes. I know my dog, I forget like because I live by myself.
"Mhm,
So I always just like close the bathroom door, just like I leave it ajar so the dogs can come in and out.
yeah,
Because they're needy like that. And if I like close them in with me, then they're like mad and they want to leave. And if I leave them outside, then they're trying to claw their way in. It's just a whole thing. And it's kind of funny because sometimes I forget that that's like my normal. And then I'm like, oh, like,
yeah,
right, this is not how normal people operate when they use
the
the
facilities."
facilities.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, you've got to make sure the dogs can come in and out.
yeah. I mean, my bathroom is in my bedroom, so when I shower, I usually just close my bedroom door.
Mhm.
And that way, because Winston's litter box is in the bathroom, and I never want to have him.
Yeah, deprived of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also sometimes if I'm home alone, sometimes all the doors are open
Whatever.
because they're cats.
Cats have places to be.
They really do, and they get mad if doors are closed.
Mhm.
Yeah. Amanda has in her bedroom door, she has
Oh, the little
the
cutout.
little
Yeah.
cutout kitty door. Eventually, when I own a house, please God, let me own a house. I'll do that to my bedroom and it'll be great.
Yes.
I like the one that has the little actual like open and closed door on it. It's so precious.
Yeah. I would not do that because the reason the door would be closed would be to keep the
The dogs.
dogs in or out. So,
Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't think Lila could fit through that. I don't think she's dexterous enough.
yeah, to do that. I think Ren is
Ren is
you
using the
he's
facility.
using the facilities, if you will, the appropriate ones for his species.
This could be bad for
Yeah, this could be really bad because that cat,
that cat's shits
they are,
atomic.
yeah.
Like
Uh,
Anne Marie and I were just talking about that the other night. We're like, something is up with that cat's butthole.
oh
Like,
no,
no shit smells good.
no,
But what comes out of this cat is lethal. Like,
yeah.
it's bad.
Right, Lila.
Lila's like, listen, you
She
don't have
looks
to tell
concerned.
me.
She looks
She lives here, she knows.
concerned. Oh my gosh. I just realized I
She's
have a
like,
package that I think is supposed to be delivered to you, well, to me, but here tomorrow.
that's
So I'll
exciting.
probably come pick that up if it gets here before I'm done with work. The keychain.
Yeah,
Hmm.
good.
Yes. It's cute. It'll be cute, hopefully. I'm gonna laugh if it shows up and it's like janky, but
Well, it's the thought that counts.
yeah. Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing my apple earrings today, like a teacher.
Cute. Oh, and it matches your dress.
Yes. Red is what we wear on Tuesdays to support our teacher union.
Hmm.
And then I was like, hey, I should wear my apple earrings because I am a teacher
Yeah,
and they match for the union support.
that's
Um,
really convenient.
they're still working on bargaining for our contract for next year.
Great. There's not a deadline for that at all.
Um, yeah, because they're trying to propose higher salaries for like the
Oh yeah.
early or the lower end of the salary table. So
Fingers freaking crossed. Where's the petition that I can sign?
I don't know. They're just working. I'm like, if it doesn't pass, then we're striking is kind of the situation. Because UTLA will strike and people do strike. They've
Mm-hmm.
done it before, they'll do it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I get health insurance
Mm-hmm.
because they went on strike.
Yeah.
Also, I just really love my union rep is French. It's too good. It's too good. And some people are really funny about it because I'm like, you're surprised that this is her. Like she's literally French. Like, and you're okay, you weren't prepared for this response to the problem. Have you? Okay. Read a book, touch grass. I don't know.
Touch grass. A quick Google search even.
It's so funny.
TikTok.
Just do a little Google, put it in a chat
Yeah.
GPT. I don't know, whatever.
Great.
I've been like pretty fired up lately too. It's been entertaining.
Good.
But yeah, that coworker's always like, okay, like you like settle down a little bit. I'm
Good.
like, okay, yeah, good talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
SAG is trying to get, my union is trying to get two bills passed, one at the state level, one at the federal level. I think the state one is going better. There is a petition to sign. I did sign it. Um, but it's basically to reinforce the efforts to keep production in
Oh,
California.
nice. Yeah.
So,
That's been rough.
yeah, that's like one silver lining, if you can even call it that, to the fires we had earlier this year, is that it's really placed an emphasis on, in order for people to rebuild, they have to be employed.
Yeah.
And most of the people who lost their homes are in the entertainment industry. So there's a big push now to keep um, filming here. So hopefully that will work out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm, puppies. It was, I just scrolling.
It is what we do.
Yeah. Right, Ren.
Ren, did you finish? That was quite a long time you were in there.
Um,
He looks confused.
I don't know.
He's like kind of stumbling around like he's drunk.
Ren, did you have an interesting time in there?
He's like, I've seen God.
He like laid himself down. All right. That cat, man. That darn cat.
He's special. He is a special boy.
I love him.
Yes. He's a good boy most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Right now, I'm really just thinking about what I'm gonna eat at Chick-fil-A,
Oh,
and I'm definitely adding pickles.
we have been really on a pickle train lately.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
I like pickles.
Mhm. Yeah, I like sour, I like salty, I like vinegar.
I like pickles.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, I know. I might see if I can go see the pickle guy on Sunday.
Ooh,
Hmm.
that's exciting.
Yes. See the pickle guy, get some new eucalyptus. I just haven't had a Sunday free to go to the farmer's market in a very long
Weird.
time.
That'd be fun. I haven't been since we went late in the day that one time.
Oh.
Um, yeah, I was gonna say something, I don't remember. Oh, this is our last episode that will come out before the Tonys.
Ooh. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we're very excited for the Tonys.
we are. The Drama Desk Awards were the other night. That's usually
A good
a pretty
indicator.
good indicator. Audra McDonald and Jasmine Amy Rogers tied.
Interesting.
So they both won.
Hmm.
Jasmine Amy Rogers is the girl from Boop.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Because
Um,
I was like, who is that?
yeah. Um, but also Megan Hilty, that's the one that Jennifer Samard was nominated, but Megan Hilty was not.
Interesting. Okay.
So the nominations for the Tonys are a little bit different, which is interesting because normally they're pretty similar. Um, I expect Audra McDonald to win. I'm not gonna be mad if Megan Hilty wins. I'm
We've
also,
seen both in these
yes,
roles.
yeah. I'm also not gonna be mad if Jennifer Samard wins. Um, they announced the performances earlier this week. Smash is not performing. I know, it's very sad. Death Becomes Her is. So is Gypsy. So is Maybe Happy Ending.
Mm.
Maybe Happy Ending won Best Musical at the Drama Desk Awards,
Interesting.
which lately it has been getting really good reviews, but when it first opened, it wasn't.
Majority. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um, yeah, Death Becomes Her, their only win for the Drama Desk Awards was wardrobe
Hmm.
or wigs. I don't remember one of the two. Um, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
Feels like a hate crime.
I know. But then the Broadway World like fan awards, Death Becomes Her swept basically.
Hmm.
Did you see the TikTok I sent you because Megan Hilty and Jennifer Samard won Best On Stage Pair for the fan voted one, and Jennifer Samard did a TikTok holding her because they each get one, holding her trophy, and she was like, "I'm so honored to have received this and to share it with Megan. Don't tell my tits they're pissed because they are another great on-stage pair in that show. Um,
It's hilarious.
they are, to quote the comment section of TikTok, they are also professionally trained performers.
Anyway,
Yeah. And Megan Hilty won favorite performance
hmm.
over Audra for the fan voted one.
Well,
Yeah. And Christopher Sieber won for featured, which is great. I still think he was robbed. Like that is the biggest Tony
Tony
snub.
Island. Mhm.
Um,
I just like, here's the thing. When we saw Audra, like tears streaming down my face, I leapt to my feet, as did literally
everyone.
everybody in this theater. Leapt to our collective feetsies to cheer. And it went on for so long that like girl
Joy Woods had to
had to
come
just like
out.
come on stage to be like we gotta finish the show, you guys. It's not over yet. But it was
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah, some of the best moments I've ever felt in a theater have been from Audra McDonald.
Ugh,
And that was one of them.
that was peak. That
Like
was peak.
that theater, I think seats about 500 people. I think about 500 people have snot running down their faces every night. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, they announced the presenters for the Tonys today, and Carrie Preston, who we saw at Gypsy, is going to be presenting. She's the one
Oh,
who was sitting in front of
yeah.
us. Yeah,
Oh, that's fun. That was cool. That was
yeah,
also a fun little. little moment, and
Yeah.
she appreciated you saying hi,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah,
was
when we
cool.
saw Gypsy, we were the first people in the theater because
We were just very excited.
we were very excited and we had finished the things we wanted to do that day. So we were the first ones in line. So we got to talk to the security guy, which was fun. I liked him. And so we got to our seats very promptly. We were in the theater before the house was open, so we went to the bathroom. We got our concessions, we got our merch, um,
Yeah, yeah.
and we were seated pretty quickly. And so we had like a good 30 minutes of just sitting and reading our playbill, which I'm not mad about. I'm happy to sit and read my playbill and listen to the orchestra tune. That was the other thing that's one of my favorite sounds. Um, you made a face. Is that not your favorite?
Which reminds me of a story. Anyway,
Okay. Um, anyway, but before the show starts, this woman with bright red hair walks in, and I look up and immediately I'm like, that's Elsbeth. And she comes and sits directly in front of us. And I'm like, Siri, do you know who that is?
and I was like, no.
I was like, it's Elsbeth.
And I also again was like, sure, okay.
Yeah.
And
So at intermission, we booked it to the bathroom because we had to pee by then.
Mhm.
And then we got back to our seats pretty early because again,
Booked it to that bathroom, yeah.
and so then when she got back from the bathroom, as she was sitting down, I was like, I don't want to be weird, but Elsbeth is one of my favorite TV characters. My mom and I used to watch Good Wife together every Sunday night. We love Elsbeth. And she was like, thank you so much. And she was like, what's your name? And then we talked for a little bit and it was great.
It was very cute.
She was very nice. And then she was like, well, thank you for saying something. And I was like, you're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we had a great time at Gypsy.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we did.
Yeah. Oh, I need to go to New York pretty bad. They just announced that Beetlejuice is coming back to Broadway this fall. And you know what else I think is going to be going back to Broadway this fall? Me.
Oh, all right.
Meaning my butt will be sitting
In
in
a
that
seat.
theater.
Yeah. You're like, I think I'd like to be there.
I want to be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. Yeah. Hamilton's also performing at the Tonys.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited about that. The whole original cast is going to be there. At first, they did not announce Philippa Sue, but she is on the list now.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Um, that's Eliza.
I do know that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
not
not quite
everybody
sure
might.
how to help you with that.
We weren't talking to you. We said Eliza.
Yeah.
Eliza and Peggy,
Peggy,
Skylar
their
sisters.
sisters,
Work.
to include women in the sequel. Anyway, I think that will bring us to the end of this episode of Clearly Thriving.
Yeah,
I'm
work.
Allison Clay,
I'm not Peggy. I'm Siri Harkins.
and we're thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly.